How's
Hello.
it going,
Hey
everybody?
everybody, welcome to Joker's Wild Side. I am Lobo,
I'm Jax.
and this is our Monday edition of Sports and Entertainment and Wrestling Review. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining us. How was your weekend, man?
It was pretty good, relaxed Friday. Watched the dogs, hung out with the dogs.
Nice.
Went out on Saturday, did some disc golfing, and it was pretty fun. I did pretty terrible in terms of how well somebody is. But out of 18 holes, I got plus 31, whatever that means.
Don't know. I played it once, I think.
But I got one on par, so that's what matters.
There you go.
So
Improvement.
Three discs to the basket.
Nice. I had a good weekend. Was enjoying the heat at work. Had a few people were getting sick with the heat. So remember, people, hydrate. It's really hot out there right now. It is the middle of summer, so definitely remember to hydrate and try to stay cool. But regardless, we got a lot of news that came in today, especially for my team, the Raiders. So we're going to start off with that. First off, right off the bat, Raiders signed cornerback Marcus Peters. A little bit of he has some time in the NFL.
Yeah, he started playing in 2015 for Kansas Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs, yes.
Then the Rams.
Yep.
So he played Chiefs for 2 years, Rams for 2 years.
Then was with the Ravens.
And then Ravens for 3. Oh, I'm sorry, Kansas was 3 years.
3 years, okay. And then he was in the Ravens last year. It'll bring up some great, what's it called? Maturity and experience to that secondary position that we need. The Raiders have been struggling for years and years on that secondary position.
Definitely say that they've been struggling in general.
Yeah, shut up. But this brings that needed. He was, if I remember correctly, he was an Oakland boy, so he was from the original city where the Raiders were from.
Oh, heck yeah!
So this is also a plus for him. It's his hometown team that he wanted to play with. So this will bring a little more, want to win, make that team great, and then with that experience, yes, he can help the younger core, come up.
Oh yeah,
and hopefully he's that linchpin that could bring that secondary up a lot. Another great news for the Raiders, their quarterback Jimmy G, that has been a lot of doubts on how he'd be able to play, if he'd be able to play with his foot injury. He was cleared over the weekend. Well, he passed his camp physical, so everything is looking up. A lot of people still have doubts on him just because of his career's been up and down.
Yeah, so hopefully he got a lot of good training in. He actually, studied on what he's supposed to do.
But regardless, it looks like he's there. I think if he's healthy, he could get us far in the playoffs. So.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, I'm not a super big Raiders fan, but now I'm an honorary Raiders fan.
From me,
from you, from my other buddy. I'm also an honorary Bills fan, but right now I have no team dedication to anybody.
There you go.
But I would like to see the Raiders actually go somewhere because I was super hyped with my buddy watching the playoffs, and they did good, and then nothing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they lost 50% of the rest of their games.
Yeah, it was. They have very high highs and very low lows. So we'll see how this year goes. I'm hoping Jimmy G is healthy enough to get us to a good position, run into a playoffs, maybe a few games, and maybe a Super Bowl. Who knows? But that's wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking, indeed.
Yeah. In other news, we're staying with the AFC West. A little bad news for another team on the West. Good news for the Raiders. Broncos defensive end has been suspended indefinitely for gambling and breaking the NFL rules on that. They have very strict guidelines on players gambling in the NFL games in the NFL stadiums.
I understand that completely, though, because, I mean, it ends up being the same as the baseball thing that happened way ago with the White Sox. And
Oh, you're talking about the World Series.
Yeah.
Oh, way back in the day.
Yeah, way back in the day where everybody was in on it, but nobody was in on it. Yeah, it's just a whole mess. And
well, it just makes everything a little more controversial, and everybody thinks they're in someone's pocket.
Yeah. So was it an accidental whatever? And there was a guy, back in the way old series, where he says that he never did anything, and I don't remember his name, but he just had a few bad plays.
But if everybody gets caught with that, even if you're not involved, you had a few bad plays, guess what? You're going to be brought into that. But there's also against the NFL policy that no gambling. They could gamble on other sports, but not when they're in facilities that are connected to the NFL.
Yeah.
Just to bring it, it just makes the game look like it's kind of tarnished like that. So I understand. The last couple of years, there's been a lot of players suspended because of gambling. This for all you players. I know there's not many watching, but if you are, don't fucking gamble till you're retired. Retire. You'll have all that money you've been saving up. Hopefully.
Yeah, put it in the bank,
and then gamble.
Don't spend it on the Ferrari.
Exactly, and then gamble when you're out of it.
Drop $1 million on red. I get 20%. Deal?
Probably not. Another news: Lionel Messi debuted last weekend on Friday, right as we were finishing up the show. That this happened. He debuted for Miami. He was brought in, and at the end of the game, probably the last play of the game, he has a free kick right into the goal. Beautiful kick.
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah. So debut and a goal for the win last second. You can't come into a new team like better than that. So.
Oh yeah.
So that was great. Congratulations to Messi and Miami for having a dangerous squad all of a sudden. Because they're bringing all the Barcelona old players over here, so they look dangerous.
Heck yeah.
So we will see. Another soccer news. The Women's World Cup is going on right now. Like we said last week in New Zealand. USA played on Friday, and they got a big win over Vietnam, a 3-0 victory. It's looking good for USA. Still early. Some of the favorites that I've been looking at was Brazil, who beat Panama 4-1.
Okay.
4-0, sorry. 4-0.
Brazil's always crazy, man.
It doesn't matter if they're men or women. They're really good always. Also, Japan beat the snot out of Zimbabwe, I want to say.
Good.
I might got that one. 5-0. That was a big win. So far, those are the biggest leaderboards on that. But it still looks like... Germany. This one happened today, if I'm correct. Germany beat... Was it today? No, yeah, today. Earlier today, Germany beat Morocco 6-0.
Germany's a good team, man. I think they've always been pretty freaking good.
Yeah, it seems like they have some speed and athleticism with their team. So there's a few teams that look like they're going to be heading above everybody else. But this is only the first game so far gone through. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. But so far, let's go USA. It looks like they're the same pace as they've done years and years before. So congratulations to them. Other than that, we're going to go into some wrestling news that we saw that was great.
I am very much ready for this. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso sat down, and finally it was proposed. The match. Tribal Combat. It is for the title. It is for the head of the table. Yep. My personal opinion, Jay's taking it.
Okay. I think so too. I want him to take it. But we'll see what they decide to do with it. But before we get to the Tribal Combat part, the video that we were watching, they were signing a contract for the match, a regular match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay gets up, tears that up, tears up like, no, we don't need a contract. This is blood. It's Tribal Combat.
Yep.
And the way he explained it, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Black Panther, where it's like, combat for the throne with a little bit of respect involved in that, But regardless, it's anything goes. Chairs, tables, whatever you want, you're going to use. So I'm guessing there's going to be interference like we talked earlier.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking that there's going to be interference.
Mm-hmm.
My take on it is you're going to have Jimmy coming back.
Yes.
Because it's just a perfect time schedule.
I agree.
And you have Solo. Now, they're either going to be fighting in the ring or outside of the ring trying to stop Roman or Jay from fighting each other and influence the fight one way or another.
Yeah. We talked about this before, too. I kind of feel that way, too, except the way this video that we saw about the contract signing, it seemed like Solo got the blunt end. Really, he got super kicked out of the ring after Roman stopped him from attacking Jay. which is the respect part of the tribal combat.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's now something that Solo probably doesn't understand fully.
Maybe, but I think he's gonna take that as, oh, you're betraying me.
Okay.
And I think he's gonna flip it on Roman, and he's gonna either cost him the title, or later on have him keep it so he could take it from him. But regardless, tribal comeback is supposedly something that their tribe does, but it's gonna be for the title and for the head of the table, as you said. I hope it's very violent, dude.
I hope it is a 40-minute match.
Ooh, just beating the snot out of each other.
Oh yeah, just one after another. By the end of it, they're all.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be blood because it's WWE, but who knows? There might be the hard way blood.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see. We've seen a few matches where their skin is like bulgy and red and blistered.
Oh yeah,
that's what we want to see. They call us a little bit psycho, a little bit whatever. We want to see that. This is where the storyline has led to. It needs to be very physical.
Now they got to open up a bloodline.
I don't know if WWE will allow it, but I'm down with it. Regardless, we hope this is a great match. Just a little reminder for you guys, we will be live streaming SummerSlam on August 5th, Saturday. We might have a few guests. We still haven't gotten all the details, but we do have some punishments lined up that we will be betting for pretty much every match.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not like he goes for one, I go for the other. No, it's whatever happens. If we both choose the same winner and we both win, no punishment. If we both lose, we both take that punishment.
Okay.
That sounds good?
I'm down, man. I'm down.
So hopefully you guys get to see a lot of suffering. Jesus Christ. We're a little sadistic, aren't we? All right.
A little bit.
Sad news, kind of, because it was kind of weird.
When you have a good career, is it sad?
Yeah.
It's more of nostalgic, lethargic.
But I'm saying that more because I'm not sure if he actually did this. So during the weekend, Billy Gunn had a match that they ended up losing. It was for titles, if I remember correctly. He ended up taking up his boots and leaving on the middle of the ring, which in pro wrestling, it's a sign of, you know what, I'm hanging them up, I'm retiring. But the way it was done, it seemed like it's storyline. Kind of like Jimmy's injury.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he did. Great career. Funny, I showed you a little of his highlights. He's
a jokester, man.
He's one of the guys, pretty much. He likes to fuck around, mess around. But if he didn't, I'm excited to see where this goes. Regardless, Billy Gunn, you had a great career, and hopefully you're not really retired. Other news for some wrestling. The G1 Climax is still going on. I said it's a whole month tournament that I showed you. I'm going to go over a few of the leaderboards. Excuse me, hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh.
Why does it smell like sausage?
Because I had sausage.
Oh, okay.
So for the A block, Sonata, who, if I remember correctly, was a champion, or is a champion right now, is 6 points. He's undefeated. On that one, no other big news. Kaido has a few points. B block, Okada, who is like pretty much their John Cena, is also undefeated with 6 points. Ospreay surprisingly has one loss. I showed you a little bit of him when you see more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember you showed me like 2 or 3 clips in one night.
Yeah, he is very athletic, very crazy. I'm surprised he's there, but there's been G1s in the past where you could be way in the bottom and then have a good run and end up winning it. So we'll see. He's towards the top. Kenta surprisingly only has 2 points, so it's a great Okan. Surprisingly on C block, David Finlay, the son of a legendary wrestler Finlay, has 4 points. 2-0. Evil 2 points. D block, Zack Sabre Jr. is undefeated. D block is pretty close, neck and neck. Anything can happen. Naito has 2 points. And then that's it on G1. We'll see how it happens. I'll keep you guys updated. I know New Japan is still kind of like a niche wrestling, but it's getting momentum. So
it seems pretty hype after the AEW New World Japan decided to get together.
Those matches were great, and that's how it is in Japan.
Oh yeah.
So I am a big fan of Japan. So I will still try to push it as much as I can. Hopefully, you guys could let me know if you guys like it, dislike it, whatever. What you like me to cover, what you don't like. But regardless, I still need to show you more of New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the G1 so far. It's very competitive. There's still a long time. It's I think only week 1 so far. So there'll be more and more matches that will see who's the winner at the end of this.
Heck yeah.
We'll keep you guys posted.
Basically 3 more weeks. Let's get it.
Yeah, pretty much. Now we're gonna move into. There was a lot of news over the weekend on ComiCon. It was crazy, the amount of trailers, the amount of new games coming out, new movies, new shows. You want to start off with one we saw right off the bat?
Yeah, so Rick and Morty is getting an anime.
Kind of, yeah.
And it's interesting.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about it. There was a lot of dialogue about what was happening. And you read all of it. I was missing a bit of it.
So what I read was really that he's a big fan of Rick and Morty, so he's trying to capture the essence of it in his anime Japanese style. That he's hoping that by the end of it, and he captures all that essence that Rick and Morty that the fans all over the world love. Okay. So he's trying to show his respect to it with the twist of Japan.
I swear to God, if there's a Pickle Rick, I'm going to stop watching the show.
Why? Pickle Rick was great. Fucking loved it. Pickle Rick! With El Gato, what was the
I'm pretty sure it was El Gato was the enemy.
The enemy, right, for a second. It was great. Love it. I actually I bought a little pin that was connected to my backpack. It fell off somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing it. I saw it on your backpack. I think you put it on a lanyard at one point in time.
No, it's just on my back. It fell off my backpack somewhere. And I couldn't find it. So, but regardless, I'm a big fan. I will watch this to see how they do the twist on it. So, I'm a little bit excited for it.
Now, I know you're really hyped for this one.
Oh, yes.
The Legends of the White Dragon.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of the original, what's it called, Power Rangers. And recently, Jason David Frank, the original Green and White Ranger, passed away. We won't get into the details of it. So it was very saddening, but also the company that's doing this movie, I've worked for before.
Oh, nice.
Multiple times, yeah. So it's I can't remember the name of it right now, but they have been working on this for years. There's a lot of great actors in it, and I will go see this in theaters if it is theaters for the respect of the company that I worked in and Jason David Frank. It looks good. We saw some action scenes from it. Looks very good. I'm excited for it. I don't know what you thought about it.
I mean, I enjoyed watching Power Rangers, but I was on the back end of Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's when I started getting, all the different colors.
The Dino Force and all the weird ones.
Dino Force. Yeah, I was getting in at Dino Force.
Okay.
So it was like...
a little different.
Don't get me wrong. I liked watching when it was red, yellow. I think I had green and blue in mind.
Okay.
And then white started being introduced. And...
Yeah. So it has a great legacy, that the Power Rangers, and this is not a Power Rangers film, but it's kind of based on it.
It looks a lot like it.
Yeah, well, Legend of the White Dragon is kind of based on his character, the White Dragon, a little bit. But obviously, they're going to probably take their own liberties to it.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit excited to see this. I hope it gets on a theater release. So I'll go see it in theaters. And then there was also 2 things coming out from the Invincible franchise. First of all, the official trailer for season 2 has dropped. Can't wait.
Release date November 3rd.
Yes. Cannot come fast enough, I'm telling you. I'm so excited for this. Along with that, they're doing a one-shot Adam Eve episode.
Okay, so it's just one episode.
I think so, or it might be just a few, but it's just to see how she got started.
Okay,
The superhero business.
Shows more into her powers and whatnot.
Backstory. Yeah.
See, now she reminds me of Gwen from Ben 10. She has the same similar powers. She rides around on the disc.
Gotcha.
It's purple. She looks like Gwen. I'm gonna have to search it up, but I'm pretty sure that like there's similarities, or it is
The same voice
something.
actor?
Yeah, because it's the same voice actor,
Gotcha.
but it might even be the same character, or at least it's a voice actor that sounds super super close.
Okay. Well, it's not the same character. It's different universes, but regardless, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The similarities are abundant. But regardless, Invincible season 2, we will be having reviews / reactions to them. With that, we're also been talking about it. We're gonna do the whole season 1 with Jax. I've seen it multiple times.
Yep.
But we will be doing this here probably September sometime ish.
Yeah, mid September.
Early mid. We'll have all those episodes ready for you. We'll throw him out so he's fresh when season 2 comes out. I can't wait for this, man. It's been over a year waiting for this season 2, so I'm excited as hell. I'm so excited. Also, with that, a little bit of news that came out of ComiCon as well. The new Mortal Kombat trailer was given off, and the main hero / villain of season 1 was the first person that showed up as a new character. Omni-Man is going to be in the new Mortal Kombat, which is great. Which after you see season 1, you understand why.
Yeah, I kind of seen clips when the show first came out. I saw a lot what Omni-Man had to do. I saw a lot of the memes, and I thought they were just like texts or voiceovers or something. And it wasn't until the memes were out for like 2 weeks that I realized that was the actual jokes of the show, and I was like, okay,
yeah. So he will fit in right with that theme of Mortal Kombat. Another Peacemaker, right?
Yeah, I think it's Peacemaker.
Peacemaker from the DC show. John Cena, the one that John Cena played, is on it. It looks a lot like John Cena on the
Oh yeah, they did pretty good for him.
So he's gonna be on it. You know he's gonna be killing a lot of motherfuckers. And then finally, as everybody gets shown from the top, you see Homelander come in. Oof.
Now there was a whole bunch of other characters, and they looked familiar to me, but I couldn't say what their name was.
I looked into it a little bit. I think they were former Mortal Kombat characters that have not been used for a while, so they're coming back with that. So that's cool. But those 3 that we mentioned, Peacemaker, Homelander, and Omni-Man, I'm excited for that.
Now, here's my downside to it, is they are bringing in 3 big meme characters.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, Mortal Kombat's always been like a, hey, here's a little goofy intro. But they look like they're really stretching it to have the comedy aspect of Mortal Kombat. And to me, I've never had Mortal Kombat like comedy experience.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. I agree a little bit, but I'm also know that these characters are badass, bloody characters. So I think their physicality and the way they fight will fit right in. So we will see. I will see if we could get the game and maybe play it, and then.
I have a few Mortal Kombat 10s and stuff like that. Okay. We got the Elgato device. We can stream it here.
Okay.
Show you guys some gameplay.
Yeah, we'll probably put that out there for you guys. Another big thing, another game that's coming out that shout out to my friend James Ham. He's one of the ones that was working on this for years. The new Spiderman game, they had a trailer for it. What you think of it, man?
I've always been a big Spider-Man fan. I started playing the PlayStation 4 exclusive Spider-Man up to the point where you switch over to Miles Morales, and I was just going in for a casual gameplay, and then the game actually got hard, and I was just like, I don't want to play this game anymore, just because I wanted a casual game.
Gotcha.
But from what I did play, it was really fun. From what I can see, I haven't read into it too much. I did listen to a little bit of it. There's going to be a lot more customizations for both Miles and Peter. Yes. It looks like they're both existing in the universe. And
big news that came out towards the end of the trailer, too. One of the customizations might be Venom.
Yes. You will be able to use a Venom suit probably after you beat Venom. And I think Kraven is going to be like the final end boss.
Might be. But he was mentioned. I did hear that. We were going through some stuff getting ready for you guys, so we missed a bit. But I did see Kraven. I'm excited just because the movie's coming out too. I want to watch the movie. I'm so excited for the movie. And then this is, I think, your first official like Craven Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, I never read into the comics. I only ever watched Marvel movies, Marvel TV shows, Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Basically anything that they've televised, I've almost watched it all.
Gotcha. Well, regardless, the gameplay looks cool. The storyline that they're taking might, at the end with the Venom suit, might put Miles and Peter against each other.
I could see it,
and I'm excited for it. Regardless, great. Looks like a great game. I will try to get in and see if we can play on that too.
Yeah, it should be fun. Especially since there's two of them. I'm curious if it will be co-op, and if it is, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we could both play at the same time. That'd be great.
Heck yeah.
And then the biggest news for me, being a big One Piece fan, and then you being a big fan as well.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched a lot lately. Been very busy. Doing a lot of stuff, so I'm still stuck in
Marineford.
No, I'm past Marineford. I'm at Fishman Island.
Oh, Fishman Island. Okay.
Yes, I am midway through Fishman Island. Love the show.
Yes, but regardless, we both are big fans of the show. Finally, the full live action trailer was released at ComiCon. As soon as it came out, I messaged you. Like, I was about to message you, man. We were very excited.
Yeah. My buddy messaged me. I watched the trailer. I was about to message him. He messages me the trailer.
Like, shit. We were all so excited. But what was your thoughts on it first?
Well, if we're talking first, the initial trailer.
The one before this one.
Yes, the one before this one. I was just like, okay, live action One Piece. I was a little turned off by some of the items.
Yes. Some of the stretchiness looked a little funky.
But I understand why they're doing it. It looks, I'm not going to get into how it looks, but overall, as long as they follow general story, the show will be good. As good as it can be.
For live action, yes.
For live action Netflix adaptation remake.
Agreed.
Now, the newest trailer, it was pretty good. We were able to see a lot more combat. We were able to see a lot more people who were in it. I was very happy to see Arlong in it.
Okay.
He looks a bit goofy. I was expecting him to be a bit bigger.
More imposing.
Yeah, more imposing. At least, like a 7-foot actor. But, he's there. We saw more of Buggy. In the first trailer, Buggy looked terrifying. Nightmare fuel.
A little bit like it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I got that feeling. I'm like, all right, this is good. So, with that, I agree. He looked very terrifying at first. In this one, it seemed like they mixed the terrifying with a little bit of the goofiness that he actually is.
Yeah.
So, I love it. I agree with you in the sense that the action looks freaking amazing. We saw both Sanji and Zoro fighting a little bit. Their styles look great. The way Zoro comes off, almost parkours off of something and slashes someone's leg, it looked like. Looks so good. As Sanji comes around and starts kicking a lot of people. What
I loved about Sanji's little scene is he didn't do like a casual jump kick. No, he came flying in the frame. And I was like, that's on par. That hits the mark.
Agreed.
And Buggy's getting his chop fruit happening.
Yeah. So I'm just curious to see how they're gonna mix the goofiness with the seriousness of the fights. They're obviously gonna change some stuff that I already saw in the trailer a little bit. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm gonna watch and be surprised with the differences from what the manga and the anime is. This is, I don't think it's going to be ripped completely 100% off.
No, so here's where the problem starts to stem from. It's going to be 8 episodes. It is going to be 1-hour episodes.
Nice.
Just to get to the grand line in the anime, I think it was 60-something odd episodes.
Yes.
I would have to go back and review everything. But I'm thinking that the show ends at the grand line. They are about to go in it, or they pass over, and maybe they see Baloo the whale, or not. It's not his name.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. See, I don't think they're gonna get to
No,
Grand Baboon. Yes, Baboon. Um, I don't think they're gonna get to the Grand Line.
Okay.
I think they're gonna get to Logtown, where in the
That's
anime,
fair. That's fair.
how Luffy almost gets killed by Buggy.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a perfect way to segue into season 2.
I could see that being very good, where they do that. My biggest hope for this show is that it does do very well and it does get more funding and it just starts to look that much better.
Agreed. Yes, but I agree. The live action trailer, much better than the first tease we got. Nami was actually presented a lot in this one. She looks great. Zoro looks great. Sanji looks Sanji.
Sanji looks Sanji.
Sanji. The only thing is, as the show goes on, these actors will have to put some mass, some muscle, some cuts on them, and I don't know how they're gonna do with the women when they get grown. You know how the anime does, but
that's why they get more funding. That's why.
That's where all the funding's going.
Yeah, right into the CGI.
Well, I was saying more prosthetics, quote unquote.
Yeah.
We will see. Regardless, I want to watch this when it comes out. Did they give out a release date for it?
Yeah, release date was released with the original teaser. I believe it is somewhere in August. I think August 16th.
Okay.
Now, there was another thing that came out, and they are getting the voice actors for the Japanese to do a dubbed version of the English anime.
You mean of live action?
Yes, of the live action. Yeah,
that is beautiful.
Because one of my biggest pet peeves was how Luffy said "Gumanu Gumanu" and "Pistola," and I was just like,
it's a little off.
He should just say it in English if he's in English, right? Yeah. But I can also see where that's also British.
Yeah. Regardless, I don't know if you're down for this. I want to do live stream reactions or whatever to them.
Yeah, we could do that.
So we have a lot of reaction reviews to go over. So we will have a busy here foreseeable future with recording and stuff.
Live action adaptation, Netflix, August 31st.
Okay, so we got a little more than a month. So I am down to do like reactions and reviews of them too. So we'll have here by November we'll have two, three shows we gotta do.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be a busy fall and winter, but this is all for you guys and a little bit for us because we enjoy this.
This is our pleasure.
Yeah, very much our pleasure. But regardless, that is all we have for today. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add.
Nope, I think we've covered absolutely everything that I have in mind today.
Cool. So I hope you guys join us here. Wednesday, we're going to be doing the final episode of Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they finish with the bang.
I'm hoping that it brings me more up to liking the show more, because right now it's just been a mid.
Agreed. Also, remember Fridays we do another one of these live streams talking about sports, wrestling, some other news, and then we're going to start getting more and more videos coming out during the other days as well. We just got to get our schedules 100% in sync.
And now, if you're watching this on YouTube as a playback, we do live stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Joker's Wild Side, spelled exactly how YouTube is, no spaces, in Twitch. We stream on Monday, 6 o'clock, and Friday, 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yes. But regardless, thank you for watching. Remember to always be grateful for the stuff you have. Be grateful for the problems you don't have. And remember, we're just two doofuses talking about the stuff we love. Take it as a grain of salt. Don't get offended. If you don't like what we gotta say, move it along. You don't need to listen to us. We don't need to hear you complain about every little thing. But other than that, this was Lobo,
Jax,
and this is Joker's Wild Side. See you guys.
See y'all.